Welcome to the Talent Marketplace tutorial for Billet owners. During this tutorial, we will discuss how to log on to Talent Marketplace and manage your billets. Since Talent Marketplace is hosted within the architecture of MyVector, all users will need to access Talent Marketplace by logging into MyVector. To find MyVector, you can Google MyVector or search for it within Air Force Portal's list of apps. Use of the Google Chrome browser is highly recommended whenever accessing MyVector. When you arrive on MyVector's homepage, look for the Talent Marketplace tab at the top of the page, as well as the activity feed in the center of the page. If you don't see the Talent Marketplace tab, submit a help desk ticket via the help menu up top. MyVector user guides can also be found in the help menu. The activity feed displays up-to-date notifications and tasks for you to perform. If you have a role to perform in Talent Marketplace, a link to enter the site will appear here. Click on your name in the upper right to display a drop-down of options and a display of the role or roles you have been assigned in Talent Marketplace. Click the Talent Marketplace tab at the top of the page to enter the site. The information banner towards the top of Talent Marketplace homepage displays current assignment cycle information, such as the dates of important milestones. The tiles displayed are associated with specific Talent Marketplace roles and/or windows. Click Begin on a tile to navigate to the corresponding dashboard. If a required tile is missing, please contact your management lead, assignment team, or submit a help desk ticket to request an update to your user permissions. To enter your Billet Owner dashboard, click the blue Begin button. Under the Billet Owner dashboard title, notice the breadcrumb links that exist on every page in Talent Marketplace, allowing you to easily navigate back to the previous pages. Notice the rectangular, dark blue button labeled Positions. This button is accessible throughout the year, regardless of which VML cycle is in progress. Once a cycle has started, a notification on the Billet Owner dashboard will appear that explains which cycle is active and what actions you should take. Dates will also display, showing how long the window for action will last. The buttons displayed in this section are only applicable to the current VML cycle. Each button will remain visible throughout the duration of its corresponding window. Primary Billet owners can assign agents to act on their behalf by searching for the user within the My Agents search box. Agents are automatically able to access all billets assigned to the primary billet owner and have identical privileges, but cannot add or delete other agents. Secondary billet owners, however, are assigned to individual billets. This role is ideal when the primary only wants a user to access a subset of their billets. Let's take a look at managing your billets or positions. The number displayed on the button represents every billet associated to you. If this number appears too small or large, look through your billets to see if there are missing billets or billets that should not be associated to you. Keep in mind, Talent Marketplace is currently structured to give squadron commanders ownership of their squadron billets, group commanders ownership of their group level billets, and wing commanders ownership of their wing level billets. However, there is nothing preventing a group or wing commander from being designated as a secondary billet owner for one of their lower level units to assist or oversee the management of requisitions and bidding for officers. Clicking the Positions box takes us to a grid that contains all of your assigned billets. The billet owner can utilize two mechanisms to manipulate the grid. First, use the search tool at the top to apply advanced filtering. For example, if you only want to view billets owned by the fighter assignment team, select their desk from the drop-down. Notice that you can select multiple attributes to filter on. Click the Reset button to remove applied filters. In addition to filtering, you can sort billets by clicking the top of each column. Clicking the Auth Rank column header sorts billets from lowest to highest rank. A second click reorders the ranks from highest to lowest. If you are a billet owner for over 25 billets, you can increase the number of billets displayed per page by scrolling to the bottom and selecting a quantity from the drop-down. Finally, you can click the pencil icon in the far left column to update the attributes of the billet. Keep in mind that your MAJCOM's management level users, as well as AFPC assignment teams, are also able to update a billet's attribute. Notice there are 4 tabs at the top. You can update the attributes of your billet from the Position tab. Asterisked items cannot be changed. It is important that billet owners actively update these attributes, since VML officers will read this information while placing bids. Once a billet is approved for advertisement in the marketplace, any user can view its description. If it is a billet that could be filled by someone other than the assigned core ID, or perhaps, as an example, a different MDS aircrew, make this clear in the Mandatory Qualifications section. Casting a wider net by not limiting yourself to very specific qualifications could increase the chances your billet receives a fill due to limited personnel inventories. Click the Save icon to save any updates. Next is the Billet Owner tab. On this page, you will see the current primary billet owner and any secondary billet owners assigned to the billet. Primary billet owners have access to an Add Another Billet Owner button. You can add a secondary billet owner by clicking the button and typing the name. Hit Continue. Click Remove to remove a billet owner from the billet. Secondary billet owners are not able to add or remove permissions. The Assign People tab displays a list of who occupies the billet, past and present. Finally, the Change History tab will display a running history of timestamp changes that have occurred with the billet. Submissions for requisition, denials and/or approvals for requisition, and match history are a few examples of what we'll display here. Historical data prior to Talent Marketplace implementation will likely not display. Please note that this function is still under development and is currently not operational. Don't forget to hit the Save to retain any updates. Or you can hit the Return icon to erase any updates and return to the previous page. We will return to the Billet Owner dashboard by using the breadcrumb links at the top. Please check out parts 2 and 3 in this series to learn about your role in the billet requisition process, as well as how to use Talent Marketplace to search for, find, and bid on officers to fill your approved and advertised billets. If you are a billet owner who is a commander, you'll also want to look at the Losing Commander tutorials. This is because, if you are a commander, searching for officers to bring into your billets, you'll likely need to provide inputs for those who are moving out of your billets as well. That's it for this Billet Owners tutorial, Part 1, Logging On and Managing Your Billets.